Hi everyone and welcome to Friday's English, the last lesson on English on the catch, and it's going to be carrying on from what we were doing yesterday. Before that though, because it is Friday, it's spelling test time. Hopefully you've been learning them throughout the week, just a little bit here or there. Should give you a good chance of spelling them correctly and getting 9 out of 9 in today's spelling test. The rule this week was that all the words contained a k sound, but to actually spell ch. So ch, but not ch, k. Okay. Hopefully you've spent a little bit of time looking at the spellings. You know that's the rule, so hopefully you should be spelling them all correctly. I do think that this week's spellings, I think they were very doable. I'm hoping to get a few 9 out of 9s today. So we'll do it the same way we always do it. I'll read the spelling out. You don't have to pause the video. I'll give you enough time before moving on to the next one. I'll say each word 3 times, and then that should be okay for you to spell it on either whiteboard, piece of paper, however you're doing it. Okay, so last thing, they won't be in the exact order that you probably learned them, that they were originally at the start of the week. I'll do them in a mixed up order just to try and confuse you a little bit. All right, so the first word, number 1 this week, is chemist. Chemist is going to be number 1. The word is chemist. All right, number 2 is echo. Echo, echo, echo. Echo is number 2. Echo. Echo. Number 3 is going to be school. School is number 3. School. Okay, number 4 is monarch. Monarch, 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 depending on how you say it. Monarch. One more time. Monarch. Number 5 is going to be scheme. Scheme is number 5. Scheme was number 5. Number 6, chemistry. Chemistry. Number 6 is chemistry. Number 7, ache. Ache is number 7. Ache. Number 8 is character. Character. One more time, it's character. Number 8. And the last one, number 9, is chorus. Chorus is number 9. Chorus is the last one, number 9. Okay, hopefully that's gone well. Feel free to mark them, send me them. If you got them all right, I'll give you some dojos. If you just send them me, I'll give you some dojos. Hopefully, people got more than they got last time. That's what I'm hoping. The more practice you put in, the better you'll do. Send me them what you got. I'll give you some dojos. Hopefully, you did quite well on those spellings this week. Right. If you want to pause the video, you can pause it now before I move on to the main bit of the English. All right, so the main part of the English is carrying on with what we were doing yesterday on the catch. It's the last little bit of work on the catch. Yesterday, what you were doing was you were researching using books, internet, whatever you can lay your hands on. You were researching the different kinds of homes that you might find around the world. And there was roundhouses, yurts, caves. They were just some of the examples I gave you. But maybe you found some other ones. Maybe you found some homes on stilts. I'm going to show you a picture of those in a second. Maybe you did some more tents or some tree houses or cabins or an igloo. I don't know. Loads of different ways you can live around the world. Lots of different people live in lots of different ways. And you had to find out some information about them. That was the plan. And then the reason for that is for today. And you are going to be creating an information leaflet. So I put a link to a template on Class Dojo that you can use. We have used similar ones to this in school before for various different things. And it looks like that. That's one side of it. And this is the other side of it. It's got lines to obviously do your writing on. Just a couple of lines. Maybe you could do a title up there. And then it's got spaces for your pictures. I've put some pictures in as an example already of some of maybe the homes that you're going to look at and talk about. Yours won't have the pictures. Yours will just be blank. And then you can either draw some of your own pictures in, or you can print them off the internet if you've got a printer and things like that. That's fine as well. However you want to put your pictures in. So what I'm going to do, it's only going to be a short video today because we kind of discussed it yesterday. I'm just going to give you a little bit more information of what I'm looking for in the leaflet itself. So the good thing about these leaflets as well, actually, is the fact that you can fold them. So they fold up into like 3. So it makes a nice little information leaflet. So some things that you'll need. You'll need a title. So whatever your leaflet is about, we know what it's about. It's about these homes, but can you put that in a title at the top of one of your pages? You might want to put it above this one in the middle, or you might want to put it at the one side here so you can do some more writing underneath it. It's up to you where you put it. It's your leaflet. I don't mind how it works. But you do need a title so that if I pick up your leaflet, I'll know straight away, okay, this is a leaflet about this. All right. Next up, subheadings. We did some subheadings with your fact files last week. I was so impressed. I really enjoyed reading your fact files and looking at them. They looked really good. A few people have read them out, which was great as well. So I thought, and people seem to be enjoying it. That was the main thing. People enjoyed the non-fiction and creating their own information fact files. So that's another reason why we're doing these leaflets today. So you need some subheadings for the different types of houses. So your subheadings can be as simple as that. They can be tree house, and wherever that tree house is from, tree house from the Amazon rainforest, something like that. You might have a cave dwelling from wherever the cave dwelling's from. It's up to you, but that's how I would probably do my subheadings. I'd split it up into each home, and then you can talk about each home separately, give some information about it, and have a picture for it as well. And the best thing and the best way of organizing that is to put a different subheading each time. Subheadings can go on a line on their own, can maybe write them a little bit bigger if you want to. They just need to be clear. So we know that in that paragraph underneath the subheading, it's all going to be about the same thing. Okay. Pictures, spoke about what you could do for that. It does say diagrams on there as well. Now, diagrams, in this case, they're going to be pictures that you've drawn, but maybe labeled as well. So, for example, we've got this. It's a primitive teepee. That's what it is. It's a tent made from items that you'd find in the forest. You can even see a little fire in there and some stones if you look carefully. So you might want to label as part of your information sheet, you might want to label your picture with all the different equipment or the different materials that have been used to make the home. For example, down here, I said I'd show you the houses on the stilts. There they are. So you might want to put a little arrow and a label and tell me what kind of wood the stilts are made out of. That'd be quite good, extra information. So that's what you can do. You can do your pictures, but you can also label them and turn them into diagrams. That'd be quite nice. And that makes it look like an even more informative leaflet. Talking of informative, to go with your diagrams, you need that informative scientific language. So you need to make it sound like you know what you're talking about from all your research, and you should do. And you need to just explain a little bit about each of the homes. So you need to tell me where it's from. In fact, let's go back. I wasn't going to do this, but let's have a little look back. So there it is. That I showed you yesterday. These are the kind of things that you would have been researching. The materials that they're built of, how they've been built, where they actually are in the world, what the designs were. You might want to talk about the people that live in these places a little bit. For example, on the one with the stilts, why have they built a house on stilts? I bet you there's a reason. Make sure you put that in your information leaflet. Okay, if there's a reason why they've used this kind of material for the roof on this roundhouse, tell me why. If there's a reason why in this teepee they put stones around the fire, tell me why. Okay, and then tell me where they all are as well, because they're all in different parts of the world and different people live in different places. You can kind of do what you want with it, guys. You can kind of put in as much information as you can. That would be really, really good. And then obviously you'll have your finished leaflet at the end of it. You can fold it up, like I was saying, turn it into a proper little leaflet. And then next week, obviously take a picture and you can show me your leaflets. But then next week, if you've still got it to hand, hopefully we'll see a few on our Zoom next week as well. That'd be really nice. Okay, so that is about it for today's English. The main thing, I've written it one more time at the end there, is lots of information. Put as much information as you can. And even though it's not a story, still think about your punctuation. Still use capital letters where they need to be. Still use full stops where they need to be. Okay? Do not just think, oh, it's not a story. I can just write however I want. No. You still need super handwriting. I still want all the right punctuation that year 3 and 4 should be able to do. Make sure you do it. Okay, make these look really good, very informative, but also with all the right English things in there as well. All right, that is it for our English for this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed the work on the catch, and I look forward to seeing your leaflets. And then obviously we'll be doing something new next week. You'll have to tune in to see what it is. That's it from me for now. I will see you a little bit later.